ਰੌਣਕ ਹੋ ਜੂ ਘੱਟ ਵੇ ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਹੋ ਰੌਣਕ ਹੋ ਜੂ ਘੱਟ ਵੇ ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਮੱਲਾ ਕੱਢ ਕੁੜਤੇ ਦੇ ਪੱਟ ਵੇ ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਆਲੇ ਫੜ ਕੁੰਜੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਸਾਂਭ ਲੈ ਤਿਜੋਰੀਆਂ ਆਲੇ ਫੜ ਕੁੰਜੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਸਾਂਭ ਲੈ ਤਿਜੋਰੀਆਂ ਖਸਮਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਂਦਾ ਈ ਤੇਰਾ ਘਰ ਵੇ ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਹੋ ਰੌਣਕ ਹੋ ਜੂ ਘੱਟ ਵੇ ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਗੱਲ ਸੋਹਣਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਸੱਜਾ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਉਹ ਨਾਲ ਤੇਰੀ ਕੌਣ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਰੇਂਜ ਚ ਭਾਈ ਬਾਪੂ ਤੇ ਚਾਚਾ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਉਹ ਕੱਪਾ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸਰਪੰਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਦਾ ਉਹ ਲਾਉਂਦਾ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਚਾਡੇ ਮਿੱਠੀਏ hello Hello. Check. Well, good morning to all. Soon we'll start our Foundation Day celebrations. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor and Chief Guest will be joining us soon. So it's my sincere request to you to all to please change the mode of your cell phone.
ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਬੜੀ ਕਮੀ ਹੈ ਹਾਂ ਕੰਪਿਊਟਰ ਸੈਂਟਰ में जाना हेलो 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 पूरी आवाज हेलो 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 ठीक है ठीक लग रही है जनाब हेलो चल जी हले चिक हले 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 चिक हले 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 चिक हले 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 चिक हले चिक हले
Hello. 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 Namaskar. A very good morning to one and all. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Raghavendra P. Tiwari, Chief Guest for today's occasion, Professor Sarbjit Singh Chahal, former Vice Chancellor, Khalsa University, Amritsar, former Vice Chancellor, Maharana Pratap University of Agriculture and Technology, Udaipur, and Professor retired, Punjab Agricultural University, Ludhiana. Dean in Charge Academics, Professor Ramakrishna Vasarika, Dean Research, Professor Anjana Munshi, IQAC Director, Professor Monisha Diman, Registrar in Charge and Control of Examination, Professor BP Garg, Deans of the respective schools, Heads of the departments, faculty colleagues, staff, media personals, Batinda, Kuddab, Pindatoai, Manyog, GINU, and dearest of all, students of Central University of Punjab. Very best wishes and congratulations for completing 14 years of journey from a camp office to a temporary campus and now to main campus. Before we begin, may I request everyone to please rise for university song.
विश्वविद्यालय पंजाब केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय संस्कृतियों का मिलन बिंदु विज्ञान दृष्टि धारण करके विद्यार्थी इस फुलवारी से महके देश का प्रांगण सारा ज्ञान विज्ञान का मधुर संगम जीवन मूल्यों का सहारा ये नवाचार का पाठ पढ़ाता देश विदेश की समझ बढ़ाता भावी पीढ़ी का ये निर्माता विश्व बंधुत्व का भाव सिखाता तेरी शान रहे तेरा मान रहे पंजाब केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय पंजाब केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय पंजाब केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय जय जवान जय किसान जय विज्ञान जय अनुसंधान
As a customary, now I would like to request Honorable Vice Chancellor and the Chief Guest, Professor Chahal, to water a plant and begin today's program. Sir, the plants we water today, it is Ficus benglensis, which is called as burger or butt brick. Ficus religiosa, which is called as people. Bale, which is called as gale, amla, amblica officinalis, and Ashoka tree, Saraka Ashoka. The last one is under certain category, and these plants shall be planted in the Panchvati area which is these days called as Monument Area. May I request to address this area as Panchpati now onwards and request engineering to please place a board of Panchpati. These plants have medicinal properties, they are capable of environmental refinement, they are pollution controller, and two examples of biodiversity conservation, and of course production of oxygen, which is necessary for every living being. Thank you, sir. We are fortunate that this day coincides with National Science Day, and the theme of 2023 National Science Day is Global Science for Global Well-being, which is in line with the India's G20 presidency, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one Earth, one family, and one future. So my best wishes to all of you on this National Science Day. Now may I request Dean in charge academics for formal welcome and introduction of the chief guest, and kindly invite the chief guest for 14th Foundation Day lecture. So,
Good morning and welcome to all to the 14th Foundation Day event. So this is a very memorable day for all of us. We completed about 14 years of our journey. So all of us here are part of this journey, or most of us are part of this journey. And then we have made remarkable progress in the last 14 years under the leadership of our three vice chancellors. And of course, the involvement of all the faculty, non-teaching staff, and students of the university. The current Vice Chancellor, Professor R. P. Tiwari, in his tenure, in the last 2.5 years, we have made a lot of changes here and a lot of progressive events as he believes in holistic change or growth. So it is not only teaching and research that we have made significant improvement, but also our involvement, society, and collaborations and working in the industry. So on this important day of Foundation Day, we have the chief guest, Professor S.S. Chahal. He will deliver a lecture. Dr. Professor Chahal is Honorary Emeritus Professor, Punjab University, Chandigarh, and he is former Vice Chancellor of Khalsa University, Maharana Pratap University of Agriculture and Technology, and Tej Bhagat University. So he started his career at Punjab Agriculture University, PAU, and he has held many positions. And he held many important and key positions at PAU and Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar. So he is also currently adjunct professor in our university. His research area is disease resistance, epidemiology, and diseases of cereals and sunflower. He was responsible for development of several downy resistant varieties and first ever ergot resistant line of pulse millet. He also worked on plant pathogens. He has been principal investigator of a number of grants, and he has been leader of International Working Group of Kernel Plant of Wheat. So he has about 290 publications, and he has edited 5 volumes of the journal Plant Disease Research. So he has got many meritorious awards. Some of those are PAU Meritorious Researcher Award. He is winner of time Professor M.J. Narasimhan Merit Academic Award, Pesticides India Award, and Borlaug Medal. He has been conferred with the prestigious ICAR, IPS, ISM, ISFPP Lifetime Achievement Awards, and IPS Recognition Award. He has visited CRISAT, has visited scientists, and also Danish Government Institute of Seed Pathology in Denmark. He is honorary fellow of Punjab Academy of Sciences. Indian Society of Plant Pathologists and Indian Phytopathological Society. He has been president of a number of societies, and he has served as chairman and member of several academic research and advisory committees of UGC, ICR, ASRB, UPSC, several Indian and foreign institutions. Um, and he was chairman of Agri Knowledge Foundation India. He is former chairman of NAC Appeals and member of Accreditation Board of ICR and standing committee of UGC for assessment of Central University. So there are many other achievements. I try to reduce as much as possible. So I would invite now Professor Chahal to deliver his lecture. Thank you.
Now, may I request our chief guest, Professor Chahal, to please deliver his Foundation Day lecture.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Vivek, respected deans, rectors, registrars, faculty members, my dear students. It's my privilege to participate in this 14th Foundation Day celebration of this Central University of Punjab today. This foundation celebration, I'm very happy to on two occasions. This university from day one. I was director of research at Guru Nanak Dev University, and Dr. Jairup Singh, he was appointed vice chancellor. Along with him, we came to this site and we came to know that university will be established here. The question was that where the classes should be run. Ultimately, we zeroed down to a very abundant site of this factory, cotton factory, where this university has functioned for the last 6-7 years. I'm very happy that it has shifted to this site. And today I'm happy to know that this university, when we look at the national level, it is among the A grade university. And it's a matter of pride that within a short time, among the 45 central universities, it is one of the leading universities in the country. It's a very happy to know that it's 81st rank in NAC it has achieved. There are about 31 departments which are functioning, I have come to know, and 11 schools which have been established. And this is a matter of pride that 42 international students are there in the university. On this occasion, I congratulate you all of the students, staff, that you are celebrating this day. I have chosen to share certain thoughts on significant developments in international cooperation in food production system because I have agricultural background and food production system that has shown its strength during COVID time. We have seen that we could feed so many people at home for complete 2 years. So that is strength of our agriculture and food production system. So we have sustainable international linkages also in agriculture, which I will briefly discuss. And we have recently celebrated Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. On this occasion, we have assessed that what have we done during last 75 years of independence, what is our strength, what is our weakness in all the spheres. So we have seen that when we assess this, I don't know whether slides are visible to you or not, but food scenario and food production in our system, Indian agriculture, we have vast agriculture potential. We have variable soil texture, which is suitable for different crops. We have year-round sunshine, which is not in many countries. That is virtuous and that's a blessing for our country that we can grow every type of crops here. Now, in this, we have an extensive irrigation system, which is more important for agriculture, water resources, tank water, inundated water, 42% canal irrigation is there in the country, perennial canal system is there, rivers are there, and we have 15 agroclimatic zones. And these zones, they are of course 3 climates, tropical, subtropical, and temperate. So in total geographical area, we have country in 329 million hectares, and out of which this total geographical area, 141 million hectares, that is net sown area, and 195 million hectares, that is gross crop area. So we have extension, agriculture, research and development system also, which I will discuss in international and national cooperation in my further slides. We have vast domestic market. This market is essential for agriculture. Only agriculture can develop that way if the market have there. Hardworking farmers are there who can produce any type of crops when we give it to them, and that is of course there. And when we look at this, cropping intensity, which is very important to determine agriculture production of any place, we have 137% in India. Net irrigated area in country, that is, we are having 63% at this moment in country. So with this, when we look back, this this some milestone in agriculture, there are many to achieve food production. Till the end of 19th century, we had a very primitive type of agriculture. Reason was that Britishers, they were not interested in agriculture, they were interested only cash crops where the industry can run. So food production that was at low stage. At some time before independence, India was one of the country which was known as recurring famine in this area. In 1871, when Department of Revenue and Agriculture Commerce, this was established. And 1905 is a milestone in two sense. One is that Imperial Agriculture Institute, PUSA, it was started. And the second was that 6 agricultural colleges, these were established in 1905 in the country. And at that time, systematic agriculture education system that was put into place in the country. In 1936, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, that was shifted to Delhi. And in 1956, Composite Regional Research Station, these were established. In 1965, this is again a very historic year, all commodity committees were established. And in 1965 itself, Research Institute and Central Department of Agriculture and Food Transfer, that was in ICR, it was transferred to Indian Council of Agriculture Research. When we look into this, that in 1973, Department of Agriculture Research Education, DARE, what we call it today, that was established in the Ministry of Agriculture. In 1949, immediately after independence, many of my colleagues, they will be knowing that a very important commission, that was Radhakrishnan Commission, that was established by University Grant Commission. This commission gave a very historic sort of recommendation that rural university should be established. So this concept of rural university, this was transformed into agricultural university, and which proved a very useful for the country. Now, at that time, first agricultural university in 1960, that was established at G.V. Pant University at Pantnagar, and subsequently in 1962, State Agriculture University, second time, 6 universities established, and Punjab Agriculture University is one of them. In 1979, a mega project, that is National Agriculture Research Project, World Bank, that was established and run by the Indian Council of Agriculture Research. Again in 2007, National Agriculture Innovation Project, that was running by the Indian Council of Agriculture Research. And again in 2018, that is National Agriculture Higher Education Project of 10,000 crore by World Bank, that has been established and that is currently running in the country by Indian Council of Agriculture Research. When we look back this food scenario at the time of independence, the scenario of food production, that was very deplorable because of British policy, which I have already explained. We were just ship to mouth situation of independence, dependent that was on food, that PL40 schemes were there. And usually these trains of food that was used to come and directly it was distributed, that was ship to mouth situation. We were never having a food production. But in early 50s, there was only 50 million ton food production was there in the country. In mid 60s, it was 75 to 80 million tons. Emphasis was laid that deficit state should be a surplus state. We all know that midnight speech of that prime minister at that time on 14th or 15th of August, it was said that everything else can wait, but not agriculture. So on this basis, this development of agriculture, that was given priority, and the first priority that was given to national slogan, grow more food. In this respect, this resilient institutional support was given to these schemes. Evolution of need-based technology, these were developed and propagated amongst farmers. And then, but there was vibrant policy intervention which was propagated by the government at that time, and support was given. And there was effective input delivery system, and this was given, attention was given. And State Agriculture University, which was developed on land grant pattern, they were working. And in 1965, commodity committees were dissolved and All India coordinated projects, these were established in the country, which proved very useful and specific to crop-wise. Then we look into this India, as I mentioned, then priority was given to agriculture, and slogan was Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. These were, of course, at that time it was given, but at that time, the Normandy Borlaug, he visited the country in 1963, and he brought the germplasm from Mexico, which was high-yielding varieties, and this germplasm was given to 6 stations in the country. Indian Agriculture Research Institute at New Delhi and Punjab Agriculture University, Ludhiana, they took lead and developed these varieties which were high-yielding varieties. And these went to field, and then this under high fertility and irrigation condition, they gave 2 to 2.5 times more yield. And this, of course, triggered green revolution in the country. And at that time, and with bumper harvest, the nation which was suffering from shortage and inputs, main food stages that was surplus, and country was, of course, relieved. And the effort of scientists, farmers, these were recognized, and national recognized wheat revolution. It was significant to recognize that even a dark ticket was released at that time in historic in 1969. This import was, of course, because of high yielding varieties at that time. and it was a revolutionary change. And presently, when we look at this food production in India, we have achieved food production that is significant. Food deficient nation in 1950 is self-sufficient thanks to world famous Green Revolution in 1960s. Now we are surplus nation. There was dip in 2012 and 13 and 2015 to 16 with 270 million ton, but now we are having 360 million ton yearly production last year. Now some of the horticulture production we have achieved 333 million ton, which has surpassed food grain production. But point of concern is different. Is this production sufficient, or is this production sustainable? That is a point which is to be thought. Food grain as well horticulture production, it was low in 2021 as compared to 2021. And this was, of course, major increase in rice and wheat that was noticed. But still, country, we import pulses, we import oil seed to fulfill the domestic need. So we have to look into this, that where we need to put further, we will need to more crops, whether grain is sufficient or oil seed is necessary also. Another point of very concern is that production gap. If we look at this figure, it's very revealing. In case of paddy, for example, world productivity is 4,309 kilogram per hectare. But in India, we have 3,370 kilogram per hectare. Highest production, 9,731 kilogram has been achieved by Egypt. So there is a lot of scope to increase productivity level still. In civil, same is the case in wheat. Look at maize. The world average is 5,109 kilogram, and we have 2,324 kilogram hectare. But USA, it has achieved 9,658. So there is a lot of productivity gap. Still, we have we can increase the productivity level. How it can be done? That is a question. Now, in last budget, our Honorable Finance Minister, Madam Sitaraman, she explained that agriculture sector has grew at 3.0% in 2021 to 2022. Now this is down from 3.3% in previous financial year. For the last many years, we are striving that it should reach 4%, but it is not coming up. So these are the points which you have to ponder upon, that how this can be done. So there is need to employ new technology, overcoming problematic constraints, development of improved varieties. Now look at this. We have now declared #1 in populous country. We have surpassed China. So with this growth, by 2050, we need to double our production, what we are having, to feed millions of mouths which are coming up. How this can be done? This new technology, what I have explained is, that look at this, genetic modification, and to breed high-yielding variety, pest resistance, climate-resilient crop varieties. That is best way to enhance the production. Biotech crops, genetically modified crops have proved useful in achieving high yields. From 1946 onwards, large number of such varieties have developed world over. 30 countries, they are grown these genetically modified crops. 180 million hectare that is cultivated under GM crops. Acreage that has increased from 1.7 million hectare 1996 to 180 million ton 2021. That is 12% of global cropland. Maize, soybean, canola, sugar beet, papaya, squash, tomato, sweet pepper, potato. These are some of the edible crops which is grown world over. We are eating also, but whatever we are importing, we are eating all these genetically modified food. US, Brazil, Argentina, Canada, India, these are the top growers. If you are aware of the report, then we are in all our food, these genetically modified contents are there. Please fix it. The crop with specific traits, those have to be developed and those have to be popularized. There are, of course, 19 mega countries which are growing GM crops in 15,000 hectares. GM technology, one of the fastest adopted technology, it has been recognized in the world. In the world, canola 10 million hectare, that is 5.3%. Cotton, it is 25 million hectare, it is 13%. Soybean 90.9%, it is of course 40%, and maize 10 million hectare. This is how these crops have taken world over. Now, mega analysis of 20 years data, it has shown that 25% yield has been increased, 37% there is decrease in pesticide use, 68% that is in net profit. And this net profit is more in developing countries. And look at this Indian conditions. We have only one GM crop, that is BT crop, BT cotton. This has been cultivated successfully, and it has brought India as world leader in cotton production. And second crop, BT brinjal, was developed, but because of some reasons, it has not been allowed. This BT brinjal has been allowed in Bangladesh and Philippines for the last 15 years. There is no report of any adverse effect from there. Third, GM crop mustard, DMH11, that has been developed by Delhi University, and it has approved by Genetical Engineering and Appraisal Committee for seed production. And it is being debated now in the country. But my dear friends, we have to take a very rational view in this way. I must say that India has missed an opportunity to take early advantage of GM technology, particularly edible crops, which many other countries have grabbed. We have been rather slow in adopting these breakthroughs and discovers that all these developing countries' regulatory approach control pest and pathogen, they enhance farm production. During 2013, Nobel Prize winning technology called gene editing. These were, of course, CRISPR-based gene correction. These were reported, and this has fathomless potential to improve farm productivity. Such approaches involving tweaking own genes without introducing alien genes may be promoted. Recently, Department of Biotechnology, Government of India has issued guidelines for regulatory framework of GM editing plants. In this, SDN1 and SDN2, where no foreign genes is involved, where no alien gene is involved in this technology, and that those are exempted from Rule 7 and Rule 11 to 20. Those can be released. But where the foreign gene is involved, SDN3, of course, that has to be go under test. Therefore, gene editing or enhancement of resistance to plant pathogen and other traits, of course, they should be promoted for the various advantages. This site-directed modification methods, it is mutagenesis, zinc finger nucleases, ZFN, what we call, talents, CRISPR. These are technology which should be adopted, and of course, university like this, which has advanced impact factor. I am very happy to know that impact factor from this university is improving, and where this high quality research is coming up, such technology and such technique should emanate from these type of institutions. CRISPR, Cas9, it is easy to design and implement. Higher success rate is there, more versatile it is, and it is less expensive. And CRISPR, protein 9A, what we call Cas9, it is multi-lex gene editing. It is off-target mutations that can be covered, virus resistance, fungal genome editing, enhanced plant disease resistance. All these traits, these can be successfully exploited in this case. If you look at this, that what is the future of this Cas9 to reduce the use of pesticide plant protection, genetic improvement, promising alternative methods that can be developed through this technology with no adverse effect on human health and environment, which is our major concern. Where these environmentalists, they are putting more emphasis. We should be sensitive to their demand also. Scientists must be sensitive to their demand also. We should not say that they are totally wrong. We have to take that consideration. We have to develop certain technology where their point is covered. So this CRISPR-Cas, it is promising and safe technology for disease resistance and other traits. Molecular mechanism, numerous pathogen system knowns, is possible of modification of single gene that is there and targeted mutagenesis that can be promised here. But there are certain, of course, technical limitations also in this technique, like sustainable issues under field conditions and light lines that should be taken into consideration, and durability of disease resistance and agronomic traits. This yet had to be tested under field conditions. So this long-term success that depends upon new knowledge for identification of genes as well as their modification. But this all it needs, it cannot be done in isolation. For this, national and international cooperation is very important, because advancements have been done in very good laboratories world over. If you are working in one laboratory, if you are not having any cooperation with such advanced laboratories, then you are working in isolation. National Agriculture Research Education, what we call NARES, that is largest agriculture system in the world. Project Directorate, coordinate all India coordinate research projects. This helps in coordination, cooperation of improvement of different crops. All these crops, these are institute, they are specific mandates and objectives. Still, these issues, the institute cannot perform in isolation. So we have now 65 research institutes in the country, 5 deemed to be university, agriculture universities, of course, 3 central agriculture universities, 6 national bureau, 15 national research centers, 13 project directorates, 16 all India coordinated research projects, they are functioning in the country, and 65 state agricultural universities are there. This we called as NARES is vibrant, resilient, and sensitive system towards need and time. It has always responded in responding and will continue to respond and warranted this time, said Dr. Swaminathan. So according to this, what we say, it is basic requirement, these institute and state agriculture university must work in cooperation, what we call this coordination. The objective to ensure that ICR, national level cooperation, it is ensured by through NARES, through different coordinator projects and programs. The theme of problem-oriented network projects, seminar, symposium, these are organized. Regional, national level seminar, symposium promote individual level interaction also among the scientists. And beside this cooperation, NARES State University, they foster cooperation amongst themselves. Now, besides this, for international cooperation, depending upon national needs and the priorities, Department of Agriculture and Research Education plays a central role and nodal department. So this department is operating through different MOUs which are signed and work plans and the various joint commissions, working groups, Ministry of Agriculture, corporate is included. I must say that I am in certain committees in the Indian Council of Agriculture Research, and when we sanction these projects, these extramural projects are there for students, for postgraduate students. But I'm sad to say that such projects are coming of even your university and certain other university from Punjab. Because when you go through these things, when you come across while evaluate project and sanction project, sometimes I see that where these projects are going, where these projects are being submitted. So I must say, I'm not saying this that you are not doing, you are doing very good work, but there is always scope for improvement. You have started agriculture, and it's not only agriculture. Agriculture can collaborate with chemistry, with physics. What is National Agriculture Policy says? It is a multidisciplinary approach. So with this, please submit. I must say that I will endeavor that postgraduate students must submit certain winning projects for ICR also and bring these extramural projects. And I say, I'd expect that when I sit in the next time on the committee, I should be having certain projects from Central University of Punjab as well. Well, beside this, Ministry of Department of Science and Technology, they are developing cooperation cooperative programs as well. And then role of this DARE and ICR international cooperation, that is also in various state agriculture university, they should develop and bilateral cooperation and program through MOU that is there with various committees, international organization and foreign university. They are also being involved. Now currently 35 5 countries and organizations are collaborating through ICR in India through cooperation. These are from Asian, Africa, Australia, Europe, and America. Now, through this cooperation, main activity is to offer quality and cost-effective agricultural education and international students, UG, PG, doctoral level, also based on short-term trainings, which are organized from time to time. Now, these training, I must inform that there is a regular institute in Hyderabad from ICR. They are imparting this training regularly on yearly basis, and even your university, when you are agriculture department, your teachers can also be deputed or have this training from now, Hyderabad. Besides bilateral cooperation, there is multilateral cooperation that is also envisaged, and significant development where operator available from sources. By developing it, India stands benefit by many ways in knowledge sharing and giving the experience. Now, having central role by this ICR, this different institutions, for example, ASEAN, FAO, BRICS, CABI, ISTA, SAARC, APARI, all these institutions are involved in international cooperation in this generally developing technology, and technology developed elsewhere, it should be given to other institutions as well. Now, there is another organization which is worth mentioning, that is CGIAR. This is Consultative Group on International Agriculture and Research. This is major initiative of international cooperation. This is culminated from IRI and CIMMET, that is after Green Revolution support from Rockefeller Foundation. This was formed in 71. This is funding diverse sources, unique, not as a part of any international political institution, but like World Bank and United States. It is independent working group, and all universities can have benefit to interact with the CGIAR. Now, this international cooperation, it works on 3 points in for food people, environment, and policy people. Food for people, that is create, accelerate sustainable increase in productivity system. Environment for people, that is conserve, enhance, and sustainability of use of natural resources. Policy for people to promote institutional and change and benefit from this. Now, this CGIAR component, that is, of course, all agriculture research centers continue to develop common and individual goals. CGI fund has been created and separately. CGI strategies to result to framework. This must be too important to frame strategies, identify priorities, evaluate and results from different parts of project. Now, under this CGIAR, this is a lot of funds are there, and they have crop-based institute which are at international level. For example, this rice institute that is at Benin that was established, Biodiversity International, it is situated at Rome. CIFOR, forestry, it is situated in Indonesia. CIAT, this is for tropical research, it is situated in Colombia. ICARDA, this is for tropical regions, this is in Lebanon. And then ICRISAT, this is one institute which has is now situated in India, and it is working on 5 millets crops and these coarse grain cereals. It is in Pattancheru near Hyderabad. IFPRI, that is policy making program, that is in Washington. ITA, that is in Ibadan. ILRI, that is in Kenya. And CIMMET, which is on maize and rice, it is in Mexico. CIP, that is potato, this is in Peru. And IRI is Philippines, that is concentrating on rice. And for IWPMI, for women empowerment, that in Sri Lanka. And CRP, that is in Kenya, and similarly, one is in Malaysia. Now, all these international institutes are having a lot of funds for cooperation and sanction these projects. Now, this impart international collaboration, food production, that is tremendous. What is the impact if we see? Now, this is immeasurable in terms of improving nutritional value of staple food, pest and disease resistance, new technology, capacity building, and crop genetic resources. This national food production program gets, of course, free germ plant of improved traits from these institutes, which is a major sort of facility. Scientists get opening and opportunities to interact and participate with international events. Now, I gave an examples of international collaboration, which is important at how this can improve our university functioning. At the time of establishment of Indian agricultural universities on land grant pattern in 1960s, now all these 8 universities, these were tagged with one another university in United States. And teachers, they were going, faculty going freely, a movement of faculty. Many faculty members, they got PhD from there. Many PhD students, they visit frequently. And those sort of traits, those of rectors of those universities, these are important, and it plays a very important role. You know, these universities, Illinois State, Ohio State University, Kansas, Missouri, Tennessee, and Pennsylvania State University, they played a very important role in the establishment of agricultural universities in India. Now, my dear friend, now with this sort of all this background, I must say now that at this time, G20, that is an intergovernmental forum that is committed to enhance international cooperation. 19 countries and European Union, they are member of this. It works to address greater global economy, international stability, climate change, climate change mitigation, of course, and sustainable development. And it represents 2/3 global population, 60% of world's land area, and 75% international trade. Now, fortunately, India is now president of this forum for 2023. Now, during India presidency, theme is One Earth, One Family, One Future. Now, this agriculture working group under this was established in 2011, and it focused on agriculture, food security, and this emphasizes on agriculture marketing information system and food processing volatility in agriculture and food challenges. These are the aims. And agriculture working group, which is working under this forum, recently on last year, one meeting of agriculture ministers under this working forum is held at Indore. Now, under this presidency of India, different meetings are being continued to address current challenges, climate change, employment, and all these sort of area which I have mentioned. This agriculture working group, it is meant to enhance agricultural cooperation, to provide opportunity to develop policy level work towards achieving global economic stability and sustainable food production. If I give name of these countries, these are from Argentina, Australia, Canada, all these countries, up to Turkey, UK, 19 countries are members. India, of course, it has set certain priorities for agriculture, food security under its presidency. Now, this, of course, when we look into this, focuses on traditional food. Look at this. This is very important. The new traditional foods, we are lacking now nutrition. But these traditional food, they are having nutrition, cereals, fruits, vegetable, fish, dairy, and organic products. Now, India has urged G20 to support International Year of Millets, and this has been accepted by United Nations. India has proposed it, and now this project Millet 2023, this is International Year of Millet, which is being celebrated world over. To achieve this zero hunger that we have to achieve, food security framework, 3-dimensional sustainability should be there. One is economic, then is social, then is environment. And for this, micronutrients to remove malnutrition, biofortification that has been processed. You must be knowing that rice with micronutrients, these are now being distributed through public distributed system. This is one of the agenda in our country, that there should be nutritional security also. So this water resources, this is one important area, optimal use of water, and to create infrastructure irrigation, to conserve soil fertility. This is also important agenda under G20 and agriculture working group. poverty, zero hunger goal, that is our there, and then international cooperation in research and development and exchange of best practices which are developed anywhere that should be transferred to other countries. It will strengthen cooperation between the member countries and of course food and agriculture. These are shaping knowledge to help developing country, particularly in a production capacity best suited for local needs. And therefore, these bringing resilience and recovery in agriculture in many places, and particularly for rural community, that is more important. Food security related issues. India has already taken certain steps to bring these schemes. For example, this per drop more crop to save water. This Paramparagat Krishi Kisan Vikas Yojana. This is to promote organic farming and natural farming. Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, that is crop insurance to be compensate losses due to unforced vagaries of natural conditions to the farmers. Then public distribution system needs to be strengthened. Midday meal, this is already prevalent in schools. And Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, that is to direct transfer money into farmers' account. So these schemes have been taken already by Indian government under these programs. Now, this agriculture-related priorities that India has its president G20 World 20. It focuses on it has charter, of course, developed a charter, a roadmap which would enhance food security and nutritional in the global community. These, of course, initiatives are global food security and nutrition, climate smart agriculture, that should be climate resilient agriculture because it's need of the hour, building inclusive food chain and food structure, food infrastructure. Otherwise, if the food chain and marketing system is not there, agriculture cannot flourish. Digital transformation in agriculture. This is very important, of course. Now via ICT, that should be introduced into agriculture. These drones technology for spraying of chemicals, this is now being common. Then computer-based management of these water resources and agriculture techniques, these should be introduced to modernize our agriculture. It will strengthen international cooperation as well for sustainable and nature-friendly agriculture marketing system, livelihood, profitability, and all this. Now, this I was mentioning that in the United Nations General Assembly, this has, of course, declared this initiative 2023, that is International Year of Millets, which has approval of Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO. Now, this agenda, which was propelled by India, this has been supported by 7 nations, and they have supported it. It was declared by United Nations General Assembly, and the objectives are, number 1, awareness of contribution of millets to food productivity and nutrition. To inspire stakeholders to improve sustainable production and quality of millets. To enhance investment in research and development extension scheme. Now, I must make a mention here. Millets are less expensive as compared to wheat and rice, and they have high protein, they have high fiber, vitamins, minerals, irons. They are rich in calcium and magnesium. Millets can provide nutritional security if these are propelled. No, these are nutritionally superior because they are gluten-free, low glycemic index. They are super crop growing, photo-insensitive. Of course, no day and light situation. This is a technical matter. It can be grown in any type of environment. They are resilient to climate change, less water consuming, low carbon and water footprint. My dear friends, you are sitting. Let me share that 23 years, this all area was under millets because we were working at Punjab Agri. I worked in millet for 12 years in Punjab Agriculture University. And we used to come to Bathinda to have bajra, sorghum, and makia growing all these fields. Now it is all covered. I was seeing that it is all wheat crops these are growing in this field because of irrigation. And these crops, these are of gone. When I was coming from Chandigarh to, I seen these these acacia, sort of belt near Bathinda. And I was just remembering that when I used to come here some 45 years back, this was all millet growing area, all millet, and huge sand dunes was used to be here in this place. And this, where you are sitting, this was millet growing area at that time. Again, we are coming to that sort of, coming to circle to all those crops which were 45 years back. So this millets in collective terms is a number of, you must be for my students' sake. This is of course a very basic sort of thing I'm saying here, because when I interact in Chandigarh with in some colleges, when I say to certain wallet, what is millet? What is this? What is millet? They don't know even what is wheat. They don't know what is even rice. They don't know where this gourd occurs in sugarcane. So I'm surprised for the certain things. But these basic things, of course, it should be known to everyone. These millets are of common. These are ragi, jowar, samma, bajra. These are common millets. For many years, India was largest producer of millet. But recently, this production has dramatically increased, and it has been taken off by Africa because we have shifted to this monocropping, rice and wheat, and that is why this millet production has been reduced even in states like Haryana and Rajasthan. Now, major millet producing countries are India, Nigeria, and China. Major states are Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana. These are some states where are growing millets. Major Indian initiatives which are taken now are government scheme, intensive millet production. That is one specific project. The government has increased minimum support price, inclusion of public distribution system. Millet should be in public distribution system, what we give on ration cards. That input support, the government has introduced provision like seed kits, input to farmers, building value chain through farmer producer organization. This has to be developed. And as G20 President, India has shown its strength to support its people in crisis. From ship to mouth situation, surplus nation. It is unique opportunity which country can enhance international cooperation in the year of presidency. So in this, the climate change is one major issue which is threatening our crop production system. This major concern in rising hunger, famine, and food security. This is global challenge which needs global attention. It cannot be solved only by interventions of India. So this crop sort of system is also being taken care under G20 situation under agriculture working group. It is deviation from traditional weather pattern, climate change, and worldwide phenomena. Major factor which influence agriculture are temperature, rainfall pattern, increase in carbon dioxide, surface runoff. Most of its obvious factor is temperature, which is expected to rise between 0.9 to 3.5 degrees centigrade by the year 2100. So this change is fast. Date of warning, that is since 1975, it has doubled 1.5 to 1.8 degrees centigrade per century. In 1991, 0.7 to 0.9. So this is major sort of thing. Earth is being warmed by 0.8 degree in the past 40 years. And polar region, of course, 2 degrees centigrade. So this variable factor, frequent occurrence of droughts and flood and coastal area, these are being experienced now very frequently. So this climate change, it seems to be key driver in imparting natural resources and food security during 21st century. Under present scenario, climate risk could cost various nations up to 19% of GDP by 2030. Now, climate change can cause irreparable damage to natural resources like arable land, water, biodiversity. Increasing demand by food by 2050 to double this price is a big challenge. There is likely to increase competition of resources for land, water, capital, labor, industry, and increasing variability in global supply and prices. But climate change is greatly impacted food production. It has greatly impact on food production. The effect of climate change is, of course, varying in cold countries and temperate countries and hot countries. The country with low temperature may be benefited to some extent, but temperate countries like us will not, because crop mostly it is at a limit of its tolerance. Increase in carbon dioxide to 550 pm in people, but not in our country. But the agriculture in India, it is major crops like wheat. These will be worse affected. My dear friends, look at the present situation. Present situation, the whole North India region in Punjab and Haryana experience these days, even today, in February, 5 to 7 degree temperature that is above normal. Wheat crop that is in the field, it is at earing stage. So this sudden high temperature, sudden rise in temperature, the grains, these will become shriveled because grains are at milky stage. If they are ripened under slow sort of rise, they can do. But with sudden change, they become shriveled. When they become shriveled, the total production that is reduced. This happened last year also. Last year also March month was hot. And under that condition, there was 20 to 30% low yield occurred. And that contributed low production at national level also. This is feared this time also. You can very well see that how the temperature is rising in February. This is even February last days. Sometimes it is very cool, but now it is not that. So these are a major concern which is perceptible to all also, and these are to be very affecting agriculture in a very big manner. Then the question briefly is, this is for postgraduate student and staff member, mitigation of climate challenges, that's a big task. Implementing, of course, climate mitigation technique that is should be followed through providing early weather related information and crop insurance and developing community partnership to adopt various practices. Farmers should be assisted to supply quality, timely input material, particularly this climate resilient seeds and varieties, to strengthen research and enhancing adaptive capacity to innovative technology. Look at this. What is the budget for agricultural education? Of course, it is just meager 0.6, and we are asking for 6%. Even you can see this budget. Where is agriculture? Where is education? Very few budget, very fraction of budget is being saved. So there is need to invest in agriculture and education for these purposes. Climate change, resilient agriculture, partnership of crop varieties, that is important. But this climate change is harming natural resources. These industrialized countries, they are of course prime polluters, and developing countries, they are more vulnerable. Agriculture-based technology, agriculture-based economy, and warm and light climate. These are heightened exposure of extended event and low capital of these adaptation measures in these countries that is harmful. So, but developing countries are more vulnerable as compared to developed countries. This is inverse. Therefore, global phenomena requires global partnership and international relations. It requires functional cooperation, implementing scientific knowledge, scientific technologies, worldwide analysis of potential that impact and adopt policies that should be taken up. Global problems cannot be tackled by individual countries. It needs global partnership. The world is much more sensitive than before. It is on the agenda of G20 and its agriculture working group, where international cooperation, they can help. And finally, if I conclude, and I must say that there is immense avenue for which there is always scope and need to explore and avail also intra as well as inter-institutional cooperation at national and international level for achieving excellence in agriculture research, education, and food production, and nutritional security, where we have to concentrate more on now, because here food security can only work. Thank you very much.
Yes, okay. Are you hearing me? When I hear so much clapping in my lectures, there are 2 points. One is that, okay, everything has been very well, the lecture was very good. And second, thank God the lecture has finished. I don't know what you have taken, but if you have some question, if the lecture is open to question, I will be happy to answer and I will be happy to interact because question is always learning process. Is it open to question? No? Thank you very much.
Hello. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you for such a comprehensive talk on history of agriculture and, of course, the modern agriculture. I thought to add something, but you have included everything. So, but I just wish to add that we at Central Institute of Punjab, we are also using these cutting edge technologies like CRISPR-Cas and multiomics, and also, trying to decipher various pathways, metabolic pathways, or for disease resistance. Uh, in fact, this year in our university calendar, we have specifically given a one theme to November month, that is smart and sustainable agriculture. So, which is including all artificial intelligence, machine learning, digital agriculture, precision agriculture, and last but not the least, IoT, which is the future of agriculture. So, thank you so much, sir, for your talk and all these knowledge which you have, bestowed on us. Well, Foundation Week used to have lots of events, but because of our NAC visit, we couldn't do much this time. But this year, the food carnival was a big hit, which was aligned on the theme of International Year of Pearl Millets. And surprisingly, a variety of cuisines, variety of dishes were presented by the students, which were made up of millets. I especially liked churma, which is from state of Rajasthan, which was really very good and very healthy. Apart from this, there was a showcasing of local products under the theme Vocal for Local under the banner of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Uh, Now, not taking much of time, now I invite our motivation, our leader, our driving force, our inspiration, the present Vice Chancellor, Professor Raghavendra P. Tiwari. Hello. So, may I request Honorable Vice Chancellor to please deliver his address.
नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल. Professor Samarjit Singh Chahal, Chief Guest of today's 14th Foundation Day celebration of Central University of Punjab, Dean Academics, Director Research and Development, Director on this great day in the life history of Central University of Punjab. We all know that we are now 14 years old, and during this 14 years journey, right from the start, university has made remarkable progress in various aspects of teaching learning, in terms of research output, in terms of per capita research grant, innovations, and now we are also marching ahead in respect of placement and consultancy. Through all these years, our endeavor has been to create a sort of ideal learning ecosystem in our university campus and make it vibrant and student friendly. Whatever we have achieved till date has been due to the immense contribution that my two predecessors have made, and their dedication for taking this university forward and for laying very solid foundation where to put bricks and build the building. And also, this is all the full dedication and commitment of the teachers right from the day one when we started with a batch of 4 teachers till today when we have around 175 permanent teachers and around 18 contract teachers. And also the commitment towards learning of our students that we have from various states of India and union territories. So today, whatever position we have occupied, whatever space we have created for ourselves in the learning system of nation, this is all due to contribution made by the officers, the employees, students, teachers, and all the previous vice chancellors. So my compliments to all of you on this occasion. You know, whenever we celebrate Foundation Day, this is also an occasion to revisit our entire course of journey right from the day one and see where have been the weak points and stipulate that if this we could have done this instead of this, we should have been better. So the entire, the thought process of the last 14 years journey and the lessons that we learned from there to prepare a roadmap for the future. This is the basic objective of celebrating Foundation Day. You know, now the learning system of our nation is witnessing a very transformative change, and it is now becoming much more user-friendly, means student-centric, and also centering around the needs, the aspirations of the people of India. You know, now we are living in the era of education 4.0, which is outcome-based. So every decision that is taken in the university higher education institutions has to yield some result, some tangible result that takes humanity to the higher pedestal. That is the basic purpose. You know, you see, there's one very famous proverb all of you must have heard, that where is the knowledge that is lost in the information, and where is the wisdom that is lost in knowledge. So the ultimate aim of education is to become wiser and wiser and to become relevant in the fast changing scenarios in every aspect of human indulgence. See, that is the ultimate education that we should strive to impart to our youth and train our youth accordingly in this beautiful campus so that they become the touch bearer of the society and they are able to contribute in the overall development, sustainable development of our nation. You know, this year's Science Day team, we also have National Science Day today. And, since we celebrate this Foundation Day, therefore, obviously, we also celebrate National Science Day. And you see this year's theme of National Science Day. And we can say that this theme for our civilization, in our civilization, was set right from when the first clock ticked for our human civilization, and we gave the message of universal brotherhood and peace and health and prosperity for every citizen of the world, not only citizens, but all non-living creatures. And that is what has been the meaning of education and meaning of development and advancement for all of us. Today, I will not, talk much about what has been done, but what I would like to say is that we have still several milestones to cross. We have several steps to climb up, and we have to improve in every aspect of teaching, learning, and research so that we serve the society and those students from different parts of the country who join us with very high hope so that we become instrument in realizing their goals for life and in meeting all aspirations that they have for themselves, for their family, and as well as for their society. Our today's chief guest, my first interaction with him was in sometime in June 2015 when from Dr. Hari Singh Gaur University I came to present my proposal for building grants, and Professor Chahal happens to be the member of the committee which was considering granting money for capital development to various central universities. And when he the first suggestion that he gave to me was that you have 1,300 acres of area in the university campus. Why don't you start cultivation there? We would like to tell you, sir, that we have started cultivation here at this campus, and our 12-acre plot for Kinu plantation is ready. And within by tomorrow, around 1,000 Kinus will be planted. So this, this campus, our idea is to make it not only, create conducive learning ecosystem, but also full of biodiversity where a lot of birds and all other animals survive in conjunction with the human beings. And so that we become nature friendly. There are several things, several good traits in our civilization discourse that are disappearing now. And when foreign power reminds us, then we realize our own strength. And the latest example is millets. Millets has been part of our agriculture practices right from the start. And now the world is asking us to celebrate International Millets Day. So Chahal has said that this all area was full of jowar and several other types of millets. Now we do not see anything. And we have forgotten our own strength, our own imperatives. And now, since, world is asking us, so we are celebrating this. It has several advantages. Yesterday, when we were visiting the food carnival, one of our teachers said that alsi tail oil is very hot, therefore we do not use it, which is not true. Mustard oil is much more hotter. But since mustard was needed to be promoted in India, therefore it was branded that alsi is very hot oil. The reason is that, and we all know that alsi contains omega-3, which is very good for health. Therefore, all our good practices in society, in agriculture, those are needed to be revived now. In every aspect of human endeavor, we need to revive all our practices that we have had during our very long civilization discourse, and this way only we can ensure the longevity of Homo sapiens on the earth, alongside several other thousands crores of species that this beautiful planet inhabits. That should be the aim of life for all of us, and that can happen only when we pick up good traits from our discourse and do good for the nation. We have shifted here only 2.5 years ago, and this campus is under constant development. It is evolving campus. we have several things to do, is to particularly for making our students learning, what we call it ease of learning. We have to make process right from the start of admission till declaration of result and the placement. Each and every activity has to be made user friendly, and then we can say only that we have created a campus which offers ease for learning, and that should be the aim of the administration, this administration. And yes, it is the aim and aim of all the teachers to help our students, not only in the classroom learning, but beyond classroom learning, and as well as we give them enough time beyond classroom so that we constantly engage them, and we try to develop the type of skills, the type of competencies that are required to become global citizens, and that can come only when we impart all types of hard skills and soft skills. If we see this year's budget that Honorable Finance Minister has presented, particularly the allocation for education sector, we find that a lot of emphasis on skill development and how AI, artificial intelligence, can be useful for Indian society, and how AI can be for India and AI can be for the world. And apart from that, three centers of excellence in artificial intelligence will be created. Enough fund has been allocated alongside 5G, which is the latest technology now, and drones, mechatronics, IT, Internet of Things, and all new age courses. There will be institutions which will be offering all these courses. And alongside, the vocation embedded programs. So, nursing colleges, around, 150 nursing colleges will be opened, and these will be, embedded with the existing medical colleges, so that the shortage of health workers that we have witnessed during our corona pandemic is no more there, and we have enough health workers in case of any emergency. So, a lot of emphasis on, the use of digital technology in learning system, and also skill development. This has been the emphasis of budget in this year, and all of us in this university, we should try to make use of this, these two changes that this year's budget has provided, these two directions that this year's budget has provided for taking our education forward, and also for skilling, upskilling, and reskilling our students. I'll not take much time. I'd like to compliment all of you again on this great day in the history, in the life of Central University of Punjab. I'd like to compliment Professor Chasab for agreeing to our request. In fact, I could make a request to him only on 24th, and he agreed. I'm thankful to you, sir, for sparing your valuable time and your thoughts on very important topic of discourse, and to be with us on this great day. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir. Well, to work with full potential, we need a kind of a cordial or congenial environment. And on my behalf, I'm just telling to you all that from past 2.5 years, sir, we are getting this congenial environment, and we can assure you that you will get tangible results for sure. Now, coming to the much awaited movement of this day, the announcement of awards. We have different categories: Chancellor's Awards for the best PhD student, Vice Chancellor Award, Vice Chancellor Award for best PG girl student, best PG boy student, awards for best faculty, best non-teaching staff, technical as well as non-technical, and research awards in various categories for both sciences and humanities for achieving impact factor more than 10, corresponding author cumulative impact factor more than 20, cumulative impact factor as a co-author more than 30, having grants more than 1 crores and awards for national and international recognitions. Now may I request Honorable Vice Chancellor, Chief Guest of this occasion, Professor Chahal, Dean in charge of Academics, Professor Ramakrishna, Director Research, Professor Anjana Munshi, IUKC Director, Professor Monisha Dhiman, and Registrar, Professor V.P. Garg, to please come on the stage and confer these awards. So we will begin with the Chancellor Award for the Best Student, PhD. So we have a tie because both the students, they achieved equal marks and we are giving award to both of them. So first I would like to invite Mr. Sahil Arora, Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences and National Products. And this award is shared by Ms. Shivani Thakur, Department of Environment Science and Technology. Both of you please come quickly. This award is based on overall performance. Next is Vice Chancellor Award for Best PG Student, Female, and the winner is Ms. Tanya Gupta, Department of Pharmacology. And the Best PG Student Male is Mr. Hemant Jatav, Department of Physical Education. Hemant Jatav. Now coming to the Best Teacher Award. The Best Teacher Award goes to Dr. Puneet Kumar, Department of Pharmacology. We have Best Teacher for second and third place as well, for which appreciation certificates are there. And the second place is achieved by Dr. Shahila Zafar, Department of English. And third place is achieved by, again, from Department of Pharmacology, Dr. Uma Shankar. Next is Best Non-Teaching Employee. And the Best Non-Teaching Employee in Administrative category is Mr. Ajay Kumar, LDC. And the Best Non-Teaching Employee in Technical category is Dr. Prachi Srivastava, Semi-Professional Assistant, Library, Central Library. Next is the Best Non-Teaching Employee in Supporting Staff category. This is Mr. Subhash Chandar, MTS. Now coming to the research awards. First we'll confer research awards for the research scholars for achieving maximum number of research papers published in Web of Science index journals in specifically 2022. And in case of sciences, we have Ms. Kumari Sunita Prajapati, Department of Biochemistry. Is she around? Maybe the guide can come over and receive the prize. Supervisor, Dr. Shashank. She has published 7 papers in the Web of Science. Now coming to the faculty awards, CUPB Outstanding Research Award, which is on the basis of score obtained for receiving grants, papers published from CUPB and patent file. CUPB Outstanding Research Award for Category 1 Sciences goes to Dr. Shashank. For achieving score of 52.78. CUPB Outstanding Research Award for Category 2 in Social Sciences and Humanities goes to Dr. Sandeep Kaur, Associate Professor, Department of Economics. Now coming to the roll of honor for university for getting 5 commendation certificates, and the first roll of honor goes to Dean Research Professor Anjana Munshi. Second roll of honor, Dr. Vikas Jatak, Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences and National Products. And the third roll of honor is Dr. Sachin Kumar, Department of Mathematics and Statistics. Now coming to cumulative impact factor of 20 or above as corresponding author, or cumulative impact factor above 30 or above. Dr. Shashank Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Biochemistry, for achieving cumulative impact factor of 30 or above. Next is Dr. Aklank Jain, Professor, Department of Zoology, for cumulative impact factor of 30 and or above. Dr. Aklank Jain, Professor, Department of Zoology, also for cumulative impact factor of 30 or above. Dr. Uma Shankar, Department of Pharmacology. जैसे लिस्ट है इकट्ठा. Both the awards are being announced. This is 20 or above and 30 and above, both the categories. Dr. Uma Shankar for 20 above and above 30, and single paper with impact factor more than 10. Dr. Sachin Kumar for cumulative impact factor of 30 or above. This is more than 20 and more than 30, both the awards. Dr. Prafulla Kumar Sahu, Assistant Professor, Department of Environmental Science and Technology, for more than 20, and also 2 papers with impact factor more than 10. Professor Anjana Munshi, Dr. Krishan Kanta Haldar, for more than 20, and also for single paper with impact factor more than 10. Dr. Yoga Lakshmi KN, Associate Professor, Department of Environmental Science and Technology, for more than 20. Dr. Ashok Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, for more than 20, and for also a single paper with impact factor more than 10. Dr. Sunil Kumar Singh, for more than 20, as well as for single paper with impact factor more than 10. Dr. Suresh Thareja, Associate Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences and National Products, for CIF more than 20. Dr. Preetam Chand, Assistant Professor, Department of Geography, for CF more than 20. Dr. Achilal Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, Dr. Achilal Sharma. May I please request the head of the department to come and receive his award? Dr. Hari Krishnan Reddy, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmacology, for CIF more than 20. Dr. Vinod Kumar, Associate Professor, Department of Chemistry, for CIF more than 20. Dr. Vikram Deep Monga, Assistant Professor, Pharmaceutical Sciences and Natural Products, for more than 20, as well as for single paper with impact factor more than 10. And of course, Dr. Raj Kumar, Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences and Natural Products. In category 2, cumulative impact factor of 12 or above under social sciences and humanities, we have Dr. Baba Singh, Associate Professor, Department of Soil Scintillation Studies. Another category is having grants more than 1 crore, and the recipient is Professor Anjana Munshi, Department of Human Genetics and Molecular Medicine. There are some appreciation certificates. Dr. Felix Bast, Professor, Department of Botany, for being elected as Fellow of Linnean Society of London. Dr. Pradeep Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences and Natural Products, for research appreciation. And Dr. Amit Kumar, Alumnus, Department of Law, for helping in the establishment of ITBI Incubation Center. Dr. Amit, Mr. Amit, I think he's not available. Yeah, he's. Uh, it's really a news for us that one of our student, Miss Aruna Pal, Department of Microbiology, she scored silver medal in All India Inter-University Games. So may I request Miss Aruna Pal to please come on the stage and receive her certificate and gold medal, silver medal. So we are running short of time. So we have winners for Food Carnival. I request the winners quickly to jump over the stage. The first prize goes to Harkomal and team. Harkomal, Prabhakar, Rashmi Rao, Anuradha, Bharti Yadav, Adarsh Kumar, Sunita, Tushar, Midha. To receive their certificate quickly, they got first prize in Food Carnival for specifically millet based items which they have prepared and served. The second position goes to Shalini B. Telkar, Kishtij Ashish Sangave, Shekhar, Shivangi Datta, Chandra, Ujjal Kumar, Vignesh, Gargi. Second position holders, please. The third position holders, Sonali, Priyadarshani, Preeti Pallavi, Bhavani Shankar Sahu, Mansavi, Shweta, Devika, Gangamai. The third position holders, please come over. Hurry up, please. Hurry up. No, sir. We have other certificates also, certificate of appreciation for all the students who participated in NAC culture program. Since number is too high and we are running short of time, so we will be announcing in a grand event which may come shortly. So your certificates are ready with us, will be delivered soon. Now I request, please don't get disappointed. It will be a grand event, don't worry. Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor to please felicitate our chief guest. We thank you, sir. We thank you for your association with this Central University of Punjab since its beginning. Thank you so much, sir. Now I request all the dignitaries to please take your seats. We have a small cultural program for you. So first we'll start with a group song. Generally group song, they need not only good singing, but also, coordination with team members as well as with the instruments. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the melody, modulations, and lots of meaning. I request all the group song teams to please come on the stage.
हले हले हले
देश की खातिर जान लुटा के सीने पे खाके गोलियां वीर के बलिदान को करते हैं हम वंदन सदा लहरा दिया दुनिया में ऊंचा शान से अपना तिरंगा अपना तिरंगा अपना तिरंगा अपना तिरंगा
जी
लोग आओगे भाई? Hello. A small presentation of Gatka, which is a martial art of state of Punjab. I would like to mention here that these are not trained Gatka artists. So they have practiced only for a couple of days and presenting today. But I've taken their undertaking for any mishappening or responsibility.
ਆਪਣੇ ਪਿਤਾ ਜੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਕੇਸਨ ਨਰਮ ਭੇਡ ਜਾਨੋ ਗਹਿ ਕਾਨ ਤਾਤੋ ਕਿਤੇ ਨਾ ਸੁਧਾਨੋ ਇਹੀ ਮੋੜ ਆਗਿਆ ਸੁਣੋ ਸਿੱਖ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਕੇਸਨ ਨਾ ਦੇਵੋ ਸਿਦਾਰੇ
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਲ ਚਿੱਤ ਕੇ ਲਾਵਾ
ਸੁਣੋ ਸੁਣਾਵਾਂ ਵਿਧਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਸ਼ੇਰ ਜੁਝਾਰੂ ਦੀ ਚੀਣੀ ਮਾਂ ਦੇ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਦਸਾਂ ਦਸਾਂ ਤੇ ਭਾਰੂ ਦੀ ਦੁਸ਼ਟਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਦਾ ਭਗਤਾਈ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਖਤ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਦਾ ਧੁੰਮਾ ਪਾਈ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਖਤ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਦਾ ਧੁੰਮਾ ਪਾਈ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਖਤ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਦਾ ਧੁੰਮਾ ਪਾਈ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਸੂਰਮੇ ਨੇ ਚੰਗੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਲੰਗੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਠੇ ਕੰਬੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਥੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਚਾਲ ਹੈ ਅਕਾਲ ਹੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਹੈ ਅਕਾਲ ਹੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਹੈ ਅਕਾਲ ਹੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਹੈ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਨਾਲ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਪਾਣੇ ਨੀਲੇ ਪੀਲੇ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਦਸਤਾਰਾਂ ਸਜਾ ਕੇ ਜੋ ਦੇ
भगवती सिमर के गुरु नानक नहीं ते आए, फिर अंगद गुर ते अमरदास रामदास हुई सहाय। अर्जन हरे गोविंद नो सिमरो श्री हरे राय।
जान तो प्यारा तैनू तेरा खालसा, इको सवा लख लई बथेरा खालसा। चढ़दी कला च तेरा पंथ है प्यारा, आया जो मटोन लपिया नी पालिया। बोले सो निहाल दे जकारे गूंजदे, ते निशान तेरे बाजा वालिया। बोले सो निहाल दे जकारे गूंजदे, ते निशान तेरे बाजा वालिया। झूल दे निशान तेरे बाजा वालिया, झूल दे निशान तेरे बाजा वालिया। जावे न्याल हो जावे सतगुरियां गाल, चिट्टियां बाजा वालियो सतगुरो रखियो कद बने दी लाज। चित्ता गुप्ता छीदो सिंहो, सरबत गुरु खालसा सिंह साहब जी को सत श्री अकाल। तेरा खालसा जपे सदा कालिया कालिया काल। देख देख फतेह। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।
Hello. Let's jump to something very melodious. Now, the next item which we are going to present is a blend of two classical dance forms, that is Bharatanatyam and Odissi. And these two artists, they are classically trained. They have tried to give a unique form of this dance. So may I request the participants to please start their performance. Tana Putra Nritya ko Priya Putra Priya Rupe Hello. It is always, overwhelming to, watch such kind of presentations. Elegant presentation, I must say. The next item we are going to present is it's a rising star of Central University of Punjab. His name is Mr. Kunal, and recently he has represented in Voice of Punjab, where he was among top 6. So he is going to present a ghazal of Ustad Mehndi Hassan, Ranjish Hi Sahi.
Hello, 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 hello. सर बुला रहे। हेलो 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 हेलो
हले 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 हले
हेलो 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 आप सभी को मेरा प्यार भरा नमस्कार। और ये बहुत ही खूबसूरत सी गज़ल अहमद फराज साहब की लिखी हुई मैं सुनाने की कोशिश करूँगा आपको, और आशा करूँगा कि आपको अच्छी लगे। रंजिश ही सही, रंजिश ही सही, दिल ही दुखाने के लिए रंजिश ही सही, दिल ही दुखाने के लिए रंजिश ही सही। आप फिर से मुझे छोड़ के जाने लिए रंजिश ही सही, आप फिर से मुझे छोड़ के जाने के लिए रंजिश ही सही। किस किस को बताएंगे जुदाई का सबब हम, किस किस को बताएंगे जुदाई का सबब हम, किस किस को किस किस को बताएंगे, किस किस को बताएं जुदाई का सबब हम, किस किस को बताएंगे जुदाई का सबब हम। तू मुझसे खफा है तो ज़माने के लिए रंजिश ही सही, दिल ही दुखाने के लिए रंजिश ही सही। कुछ तो मेरे पिंगारे मोहब्बत का भरम रख, कुछ तो मेरे पिंगारे मोहब्बत का भरम रख, कुछ तो कुछ तो मेरे पिंगारे मोहब्बत का भरम रख, कुछ मेरे पिंगारे मोहब्बत का भरम। तू भी तो कभी मुझको मनाने के लिए रंजिश ही सही, तू भी तो कभी मुझको मनाने के लिए रंजिश ही सही। पहले से मरासिम न सहे फिर भी कभी तो पहले से मरासिम न सहे फिर भी कभी तो रस्मों रहे दुनिया ही निभाने के लिए रंजिश सही रंजिश सही रंजिश Thank you.
I hope you all enjoyed this melodious performance. अगर किसी को ऑटोग्राफ चाहिए होंगे पहले ले लेना, क्योंकि बाद में नहीं मिलेंगे. He is going to be a real star soon. But कुणाल, मुझे ऑटोग्राफ दे देना, मैंने तुम्हें अभी स्टार बना दिया है. चलिए, let's now move to our last item, which is folk fusion. As we all know that Central University is a mini India, so we have tried to, make a kind of a fusion of different folks from different states in a one item. So here the Kerala girls, they are going to present Thiruvattirakali folk, which is a unique dance performance which is performed on the day of, on the birthday of Lord Shiva to get marital blessings. Then followed up by a Ladakhi folk song, folk dance, a Marathi Lavani, which is noted for its powerful rhythms and satires, Sambarpuri folk dance of Western Odisha, and last but not the least, Punjab, Bhangra, 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 nahi, Pangra, Pangra, Pangra.
गणपति गजपति मुखनति मोद सुर सांपति धनपति जितपति गिरिसुत तनयन देवन धीपति गणपति गजपति धनपति जितपति गिरिसुत तनयन देवन धीपति गणपति गजपति मुखनदि मोददायी सुर सांपति गणपति गणपति गजपति मुखनदि मोददायी धीपति गणपति गजपति मुखनदि मोददायी धीपति गणपति गजपति मुखनदि मोददायी सुर सांपति धनपति जितपति गिरिसुत तनयन देवन श्रीपति गणपति गजपति मुखनदी मोददायी सुर सांपति धनपति चिदपति गिरिसुत तनयन देवन മോദകമടവട മലരവിൽ ശർക്കര താരോലപ്പം നൽകാം മോദമുടായവ അമൃതേത്തും ചെയ്താനന്ദിക്കേണം മോദകമടവട മലരവിൽ ശർക്കര താരോലപ്പം മോദമുടായവ അമൃതേതും ചെയ്താനന്ദിക്കേണം മായമുള്ള രക്കന്മാരിൽ മുമ്പനാം മാരീചൻ പോയവനും കാനനത്തിൽ പൊൻമൃഗമായിട്ട് മായമുള്ള രക്കന്മാരിൽ മുമ്പനാം മാരീചൻ പോയവനും കാനനത്തിൽ പൊൻമൃഗമായിട്ട് കായമൊക്കെ ഹേമനീറും വെള്ളിമാൻ കുളമ്പ് മായാദേവി സീത മുന്നിൽ ചെന്നു വീളയാടി കായമൊക്കെ ഹേമനീറും വെള്ളിമാൻ കുളമ്പ് മായാദേവി സീത മുന്നിൽ ചെന്നു വീളയാടി മാനിനെ പീഡിപ്പതിനായി രാമദേവൻ പോയി അടുത്തു ചെല്ലും നേരത്തിങ്കൽ എടുത്തു ചാടിയിട്ടോടും മാനിനെ പീഡിപ്പതിനായി രാമദേവൻ പോയി അടുത്തു ചെല്ലും നേരത്തിങ്കൽ എടുത്തു ചാടിയിട്ടോടും എടുത്തു ബാണം തൊടുത്തു വിട്ടു തറച്ചുമാൻ കരഞ്ഞു കരച്ചിൽ കേട്ടു ജനകപുത്രി അയച്ചു ലക്ഷ്മണനെ അമ്പിളിത്തെല്ലണിയുന്ന തമ്പുരാനെ മകനൊറ്റ കൊമ്പനുണ്ണി തമ്പുരാനെ കുമ്പിടുണ്ണി ഞാൻ ഇമ്പമോടുയർത്തിടണം കമ്പമെല്ലാം ഒഴിച്ചെന്റെ മുമ്പിൽ വന്നു വിളങ്ങണം കവിത്വം ചൊല്ലാൻ നല്ല മീൻ കണ്ണിയാം വാണി നല്ല പോലെ തുണയ്ക്കണം നല്ലതും വല്ലതായിടും നീ തുണയ്ക്കാൻ ഞാൻ വ്യാസനും ഗുരുക്കന്മാരും ഈശ്വരും ഈശ്വരിയോടെ സംശയത്തിൽ അഴകോടെ വാസം ചെയ്യണം ചൊൽപ്പൊങ്ങും തൃച്ചൂരന്മാരും മുപ്പാരീതിയിലുടയോന്റെ അയ്യപ്പ നിൻ കഴലീണ ഞാൻ എപ്പോഴും വന്നേ കാറ്റുമോളം പേരുത്തുള്ള കായലിൽ ന്മാർ കൂറ്റനായോരോടി വച്ചു വലിക്കും നേരം പണ്ടു പരിചരനായൊരജന്റെ മകളായിട്ടുണ്ടായി പോലൊരു മുക്കൊൻ ജാതിയിൽ കന്യാ ഉർവശി മേനക എന്നല്ല അപ്സര സ്ത്രീ വർഗങ്ങളിൽ സർവരും അവളെ കണ്ടാൽ നാണിച്ചുളിക്കും കാറക്കും തലമുടിയും പൂവക്കും മേനിയും നല്ല മനക്കും മീനിയും കണ്ടാൽ നല്ലൊരു പെണ്ണ് കാളി എന്നു പേരുമിട്ടു വളർത്തി മുക്കോനവളെ കാളിന്തിയിൽ തോണിയെടുത്തിടുവാനാക്കി छाला छाला देखो मेरा
समझिया जी करताना
छल छल पेरा जी मोल तो मेरी पेरा जी तेरा मोला
दिक्कंदिकायं तुझी मी दुखे रंग समझिया जी करताना
छल छल पेरा जी मोल तो मेरी पेरा जी तेरा मोला
ये रंग सीते लाजी लखे रब तू समझे रब किससे
नीली रात से चमक पामी मारी रंग तुम्हें चमक पामी
दिक्कंदिकायं तुझी मी दुखे रंग समझिया जी करताना
कोमल काया की मोह माया पुनव चांदन नाले सोन्यात सजले रुपात भिजले रत्न प्रभात नुल्याले नटली थटली जशी उमटली चांदणी रंग मोहाने मी यवन भिजली पाहून थिजली इंद्र सभा भवताली चैत फुलवेची रात आज आणि अभरात धड धड काळ जात माझ्या माईना कधी कव कुठ तस जीव झाला येडा पिसा त्याच नाही भर बसा तोल राईना राखली ती मर्जी तुमच्याच वडीन मी आले फिरतीच्या या रंगीराया चिंगोली मी झाले राया सोडात तरी काळ येळ नाही बरी पुन्हा भेटू कवा तरी साजना मला जाऊ द्या ना घरी वाजले बारा जाऊ द्या ना घरी वाजले बारा मला जाऊ द्या ना घरी वाजले बारा मला जाऊ द्या ना घरी वाजले बारा
झुम झुम झुमे देसू आमे सारा दुनिया लुक 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 देसू आमे मोहन दिया झुम झुम झुमे देसू आमे सारा दुनिया लुक 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 देसू आमे मोहन दिया फुले देसू गाना सुरे रे देसू बोचताले रे लागसू आमे सब पूरे बढ़िया 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 हे ਸਾਮਲ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ I'm a summer Korea. Hey, I'm a summer Korea. ਰੌਣਕ ਹੋ ਜੂ ਘਟ ਵੇ ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਹੋ ਰੌਣਕ ਹੋ ਜੂ ਘਟ ਵੇ ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਮੱਲਾ ਕੱਢ ਕੁੜਤੇ ਦੇ ਪੱਟ ਵੇ ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਆਲੇ ਫੜ ਕੁੰਜੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਸਾਂਭ ਲੈ ਤਿਜੋਰੀਆਂ ਆਲੇ ਫੜ ਕੁੰਜੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਸਾਂਭ ਲੈ ਤਿਜੋਰੀਆਂ ਅਸਮਾਨ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਂਦਾ ਈ ਤੇਰਾ ਘਰ ਵੇ ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਹੋ ਰੌਣਕ ਹੋ ਜੂ ਘਟ ਵੇ ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਹਾਏ ਚੱਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਗੱਲ ਸੋਹਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਸੱਜਾ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਉਹ ਨਾਲ ਤੇਰੀ ਕੋਲ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਰੇਂਜ 'ਚ ਭਾਈ ਬਾਪੂ ਤੇ ਚਾਚਾ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਉਹ ਪਾਪਾ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸਰਪੰਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਦਾ ਉਹ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਚਾਡੇ ਬਿਠੀਏ ਨਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਸਵੇਰਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਸੰਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਡੇਰਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਚੋਰ ਨੂੰ ਹਨੇਰਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਲੁਕ ਜੇ ਇੱਕ ਗੋਤ ਖੇੜਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਖੇਤ ਲਾਉਣਾ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਜੰਗ ਦਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਜੇ ਕਲੇਸ਼ ਮੁੱਕ ਜੇ ਚੌਦਵੀਂ ਦਾ ਚੰਦ ਚੰਗਾ ਬਾਬੂ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਛੰਦ ਚੰਗਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਜੇ ਆਨੰਦ ਚੰਗਾ ਲਾਉਂਦਾ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਦੁੱਖ ਜੇ ਮੁੱਕਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਸੁਣ ਆਓ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਡਰੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਾਰ ਤੋਂ ਜੱਟ ਡਰੇ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਬਿੱਲੋ ਲਾਣੇਦਾਰ ਤੋਂ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਡਰੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਾਰ ਤੋਂ ਜੱਟ ਡਰੇ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਬਿੱਲੋ ਲਾਣੇਦਾਰ ਤੋਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਟੀਰ ਜੂ ਵੀ ਗੋੜੀ ਐਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਬਾਤ ਜੰਮ ਪਾਓ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਨਾ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਜਵਾਨੀ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਕੰਮ ਦੀ ਆ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਨਾ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਜਵਾਨੀ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਕੰਮ ਦੀ ਆ ਮਾਰਾ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਸਮਝ ਨਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਪਾਉਂਦੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਕਿ ਜੱਟ ਬੰਦ ਫੀਮ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵਜੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਪਵਾਂਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਜਵਾਨੀ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਕੰਮ ਦੀ ਆ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਨਾ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਜਵਾਨੀ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਕੰਮ ਦੀ ਆ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਨਾ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਜਵਾਨੀ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਕੰਮ ਦੀ ਆ
Hello. Well, that was something electrifying. Now we duly subscribe to Ek Bharat Shresht Bharat. That's why we call Mini India. So to wrap up today, I request now our registrar, Professor BP Garg, to please present a vote of thanks.
respected dignitaries on the dais, Honorable Vice Chancellor, today's chief guest, HODs, deans, faculties and staff, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. A very good afternoon to you all and congratulations of the 14th Foundation Day of the University. First of all, I, on the behalf of the Central University of Punjab, as well as my own behalf, would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Sarbjit Singh Chahalji, former Vice Chancellor, Khalsa University, Amritsar, and Maharana Pratap University of Agriculture and Technology, Udaipur, and Professor retired Punjab Agricultural University, Ludhiana, for sparing his precious time and being with us in spite of his busy schedule and delivering Foundation Day lecture. Sir, your erudite views are invaluable, and I am sure that will stand as a guiding beam and will really motivate our students and staff of the university. I am at a loss of words to express my sincere gratitude towards our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor R.P. Tiwari ji, for leading us forward from the forefront. Sir, you have always encouraged the university fraternity to move forward and rise higher and higher under your able leadership. We are thankful to your constant and continuous support. I am sure your insights, your words of wisdom, and your honest will shall continue inspiring all the faculty, staff, and the students. A huge thanks to the other dignitaries on the dais, Dean in charge academics, Dean students welfare, Finance Officer, Director Search and Development, Director IQAC, Deans of Schools, Head of the Departments, officers, faculty members, and staff of the Central University of Punjab. Your supervision and support have actually brought out this event that we are celebrating today. ਪਿੰਡ ਘੁੱਦਾ ਤੋਂ ਆਏ ਹੋਏ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੋਹਤਵਾਰ ਸੱਜਣ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਗ੍ਰਾਮ ਪੰਚਾਇਤ ਦੇ ਮੈਂਬਰ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਨਿਕਾਲਿਆ ਔਰ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਹਰ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣਾ ਕੀਮਤੀ ਸਮਾਂ ਨਿਕਾਲ ਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਸ ਹਿੱਸੇਦਾਰੀ ਔਰ ਭਾਗੀਦਾਰੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ, ਇਸ ਸ਼ੋਭਾ ਨੂੰ ਵਧਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ। ਅਸੀਂ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਹਾਂ, ਪਿੰਡ ਘੁੱਦਾ ਦੀ ਗ੍ਰਾਮ ਪੰਚਾਇਤ ਦਾ ਔਰ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਜੀ ਦਾ। I am also thankful to the print and electronic media for the coverage of the event and the security personnel for maintaining discipline. Last but not the least, I sincerely thank each and every one of you who have directly or indirectly contributed to make this event a success. Thank you once again to all of you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir. Now, to close this event, I request all of you to please rise for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Hello.